Hello everyone, my name is Radio Mike and this is the Inside of My Mind, and today I want to talk a little bit about the final two DLC characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the DLC characters that have been revealed for the game so far, but first I want to get a little bit into the characters that were part of the complete roster for both Super Smash Bros. 4 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, going all the way back to Brawl in 2007, we saw the first third-party characters be a part of this series in Snake from Metal Gear and Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog, and these were both really big deals, probably more so Snake in my opinion, because Metal Gear and Snake, while appearing on Nintendo platforms in its early days, definitely leans more towards being a PlayStation kind of title. Snake certainly doesn't scream Nintendo, and, using guns and grenades and weapons like that certainly didn't necessarily fit with Super Smash Bros. And the style that it was going for. Sonic was, of course, one of Nintendo's biggest competitors for a while, so it was also quite a big deal for him to be in the game, and he certainly fits more aesthetically with the Nintendo universe. But I think those two characters being a part of the game was a really, really big thing all those years ago. So fast forward to Super Smash Bros. 4, and we get characters like Mega Man and Pac-Man in the base roster. Two characters that definitely are representative of periods of gaming. Mega Man, who certainly isn't as big as he once was, but was definitely there as a fan service kind of thing, because there's a huge crossover in the Super Smash Bros. Fandom and the Mega Man fandom. Mega Man being in the game was a massive reveal. Pac-Man, of course, is more of a retro character with an enormous significance in the history of gaming, obviously. He's the oldest character in the game, and I think it's important that he's here. Obviously, Bandai Namco, who own Pac-Man, also helped develop Super Smash Bros. 4, so it made sense for them to have a representative in the game. But here's where I think it gets interesting and leads into who I think are going to be the last two DLC characters for the DLC pack. In Super Smash Bros. 4, when the DLC rolled around, we had characters like Ryu from Street Fighter, probably one of the most iconic fighting game characters ever in the history of gaming, and we also had Cloud from Final Fantasy. Now, the special thing about both of these two characters being included in the series was it took Super Smash Bros. Into not just a celebration of Nintendo, but to a celebration of all the biggest names in gaming, regardless of if they were even associated with Nintendo or not. Ryu is the fighting game character. He is representative of fighting games, and Street Fighter is one of the most iconic fighting games ever. Him being in the game really made Super Smash Bros. Distinct, but Cloud, if anyone, is the major one here. Cloud never even appeared on a Nintendo console in his original game, Final Fantasy VII, but he is still iconic enough as a character that Sakurai wanted him in the game. Cloud being in the game was a massive game changer, and it really showed us that literally anyone now can be included in this roster, even if they've never even appeared on a Nintendo system. The main drawing card for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was this idea that everyone is here. All of the characters that had been cut in previous games, including the Ice Climbers, Snake, the Pokemon Trainer, Young Link and Pichu and Starwolf, were all coming back for this game. And to me, this was Sakurai telling the fan base of Super Smash Bros. That this game was for the fans. No casual fan of Super Smash Bros. Cares that characters like Pichu and Young Link are back in the game. No casual Nintendo player cares very much about Wolf being in the game. Those characters were brought back for the fans of those characters who have stuck with the series this whole time. This entire game is about fan service. If you want more evidence of that, look at some of the newcomers that came in this series. Characters like Ridley, who for so long was counted as a character that is too big for Smash and would never make it in. In fact, Sakurai himself actually said that there was no way Ridley could ever be a character, but when they finally revealed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the first character they revealed was Ridley, because Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for the fans. King K Rool is the other example of this. He's a character that's pretty much been dormant for years now and hasn't appeared in a game in a very long time. Also a character that was created by Rare for Donkey Kong Country in the 90s. Most people had given up hope that he'd ever be in the game, but Nintendo and Sakurai listened to the fans and put him in. Not to mention Simon Belmont, Belmont, another third-party character that was revealed, who, for the entire time I've been following Smash, has been one of the most requested third-party characters to be in the game. They didn't just put him in, but Richter as well, giving Castlevania 2 representatives in the series, which is incredible fan service. Now let's go to the DLC fighters. So we've got the Piranha Plant, who is definitely more of a wildcard entry to this series, but then you have the 3 characters that are revealed so far. Joker, the Dragon Quest hero, and Banjo-Kazooie. The Joker was a massive shock to a lot of people. He's from Persona 5, which, like Final Fantasy VII, never even appeared on a Nintendo console, but was considered one of the best RPGs of the modern era and was critically acclaimed, commercially successful, and extremely popular amongst Persona fans. Joker made it into the series. He represents a part of gaming history. He is from one of the most successful RPGs of all time. He gets into Smash. Then look at the Dragon Quest hero and Banjo-Kazooie. Dragon Quest is an extremely popular series in Japan that certainly isn't as successful or popular here in the West. But again, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for the fans. Hero is there to represent the core Japanese audience who love Dragon Quest. And they didn't just include one design for the hero, they included 4 separate designs from separate Dragon Quest games for maximum appeal. They are trying to please as many people as possible with these DLC picks, which brings me to Banjo and Kazooie. These characters have been long forgotten and mishandled by Rare since its sale to Microsoft. They haven't appeared in a game for a very long time, but these guys are hugely popular in the West, and they are considered icons of the Nintendo 64 era. And honestly, Banjo and Kazooie have been highly requested characters and were allegedly almost planned to be in the original Nintendo 64 Super Smash Bros. Game. Just like Hero was included in the game to please Eastern audiences, Banjo and Kazooie were revealed to please the Western audiences. They are going for mass appeal and pleasing the fans as much as they can. So, what does this mean for the last 2 DLC characters in this game? Because we've really seen that almost anyone could get in now. Ridley's in, K Rool's in, Simon's in, Joker, Hero, and Banjo and Kazooie are in, Mega Man, Pac-Man, they're all in. This game is the ultimate crossover fighting game. So I have 2 picks for the final 2 DLC characters, and they are Crash Bandicoot and Waluigi. Hear me out. So why do I think Crash is going to be in the game? Similar to Cloud and Snake and Sonic, he's certainly not known for an affiliation with Nintendo. He was originally created by Naughty Dog, who went on to develop Jak and Daxter and then Uncharted and The Last of Us. But when the Nintendo 64 and the original PlayStation were initially around, Crash Bandicoot was definitely iconic as a PlayStation representative. It was either him or Spyro. Crash was the PlayStation mascot at that time. He was one of the biggest characters and the most iconic characters in gaming. His games were successful, they were acclaimed, they were popular. Crash is a gaming icon. In recent years, Crash Bandicoot has become even more popular with an immense resurgence in popularity through the remakes of the original 3 Crash Bandicoot games in the Crash Bandicoot N-Sane trilogy, and more recently, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and Crash is currently more popular than he has been in years. It will not surprise me at all if the next DLC character reveal is Crash Bandicoot. And he fits so well with the art style. He has a moveset, his trademark spin, the Wumpa Fruit bazooka that he has in Crash Bandicoot Warped, the belly flop, the TNT and Nitro crates. All those things could make a really cool moveset for Crash. I really believe that Crash Bandicoot is going to be a DLC character in the DLC Fighter Pass. And the last character reveal, and hear me out on this one because I really do believe this is what's going to happen. It's going to be Waluigi. I know what you're thinking. Waluigi is not going to be a character. He's already an assist trophy, and that's the joke. Waluigi is always an assist trophy. But as we've seen time and time again through all the reveals in this game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for the fans. There is only one more character I can think of that would cause as much hype as someone like Ridley and K Rool, and it is a character that everybody has wanted in the game for a very long time, and that character is Waluigi. Yes, he's an assist trophy, I get it, but who cares? When he's playing, maybe the Waluigi assist trophy just doesn't spawn anymore. I think there is no doubt that Waluigi will be the final shock reveal for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it is going to be awesome. Like I said, no matter how much I think about this, there is literally no other character that I think can create or maintain the same amount of hype as all these other characters have produced. Waluigi would be the ultimate shock reveal that breaks every single rule of Smash. We thought that characters had to have appeared on Nintendo consoles, but we got Cloud and we got Joker. We thought that characters like K Rool and Banjo-Kazooie would never be in the game because they belong to Rare, who was owned by Microsoft, a major competitor to Nintendo, but we were wrong. People say that Waluigi can't be in the game because he's already an assist trophy, but I think we are wrong, and he will be the character. Those are my picks, Crash Bandicoot and Waluigi. Let me know in the comments below who you think the final DLC characters in the game will be. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where you can check out my other videos, including my podcast, 20th Century Boy, which is all about music, movies, pop culture, video games, and more. Follow me on Instagram, radio.mike, or Twitter, it's Radio Mike. And also leave a comment below for anything you want me to talk about next. My name's Radio Mike, and this has been The Inside of My Mind. See you later.